Hey y'all, welcome in. If you are new or just passing through to my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I am here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the past, present, or the future. Take just the parts that resonate for you. Leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your story, my information is found below in the description box. My books are always open, and I invite you to join me for a session. Welcome in, guys. I have tried recording this about 5 times. This is my 6th attempt. And damn it, I'm going to get this reading out. I had full spreads. I had cards all over my desk. I can't wait for Mercury retrograde to be over because the amount of interruptions, disruptions, folks at my front door, dog barking. Then I had to take my son to school. I tried for several hours to record, and every single time I got like in full swing. I'm not going to put any of that on the cutting room floor because they're so chaotic. But before I throw these cards, I will give you a quick overview of what came out with the first major spread that I did. It appeared to be a distorted masculine and feminine. I hadn't determined. I never really got to the... I couldn't determine if these people were a couple, because we've seen the karmic couple show up in spreads before. It appeared to me to be 2 different people, like not connected, but working together against the collective. There was energy of money changing hands in order to potentially unalive someone from the collective. I also saw energy of someone investigating the transaction and the people that they were working with in order to accomplish that. I also had energy of whoever the 2 people were, a masculine and feminine, you collective are connected to both people in 2 different ways, but you're connected to them. In the case of both relationships, on some level, there was a sense of rejection and hurt from both people. And I feel like what these people were trying to do is I do remember it was very loud that you had to do a lot of healing work for both of the connections. But what these people were trying to do was they were trying to kind of keep you in the same hurt energy that you had been in dealing with them. So say if you had an abandonment wound, whatever the connection that I saw was with the masculine energy, there had actually been some love there. Like maybe this was somebody that you had been in love with and they broke your heart repeatedly through rejection and breadcrumbing. I think this feminine, because she was the first card out, I kind of feel like she might have been a ringleader, or she was the one who came up with the bright idea, let's do this to the collective. So there's that. I also remember the energy of what was really loud for me was the fact that you had done the work to do the healing for whatever transpired within the relationships. You worked very hard to heal yourself. What they didn't expect was they didn't actually see or foreshadow that you would do the work to heal. So what they were attacking, like those wounded parts that they were attacking, you had already healed them by the time they decided to come in and wreak havoc in your life. So everything that they had attempted to do, none of it worked. I did see the potential of incarceration. Somebody was worried about it. But then I also saw with the person that may have been investigating, because the King of Swords was in the center, and the King of Swords, the way that the cards were laid out, the King of Swords was kind of like in the middle of everything and could see everything. They could see this distorted masculine and feminine. They could see the collective. They could see the work that you've been doing to heal yourself, but they also knew the truth about the people that may have come together to work against you. And the one thing I kept getting stuck on this one scenario, but it looked like it kind of did have that doppelganger copycat feel to it. And it was kind of like them looking at the collective. The way I had described it was like, if you're in the public eye, because I did have that as well for the collective, if you were in the public eye, it was kind of like these people triangulating and watching you do whatever it is that you do and trying to like build someone in your image. I hope that makes sense. That's because that's the way I was receiving it. It was like, remember I talked about this like maybe a couple of months ago where I was like, you know, they were looking at somebody was looking at the collective and going, oh, I can do what the collective does and I can do it better. Right. So it's kind of that in that same vein, but it's kind of like they were trying to build someone to mimic you or present like you as you. So part of that unaliving line, they can't replace you unless they get rid of you. So there was that too. There was work being done to kind of remove you, whether it was to unalive you or just put you back into that sunken place. Because I think I did talk about that the last video. Like the relationship, and you're going to know who I'm talking about. The relationship that had you in the sunken place, whoever that was for you, they were trying to take you back there. The place that we ain't going back to. Imagine that. Okay. So now I caught you up. Let's throw some cards and see what Spirit wants to talk about. Hopefully I don't get interrupted anymore and we can just do a full ass reading before I have to go pick my kids from school. All right, let's get into it. I'm not going to do an oracle pull. We got the crux of the story though. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, this energy is interesting. Because collective, I feel like this is you walking away from something, walking away from a group of people or a particular person. I want to say you did it in the nick of time. Because now what I'm looking at these cards. Usually when I throw cards, when I throw them in the same day, even if I'm using a different deck, sometimes I pick up on the same energy. So I'm trying to see if this ties in. Yes. Yes. Okay. I love it. Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. You dodged a bullet, baby. You dodged a bullet. Okay. You dodged a bullet. So I do have the energy here of somebody that may have been trying to either do some dark magic. I kind of feel like somebody may have done some dark magic, right? But the work that they were doing, it was meant to kind of disrupt your life. create a bunch of imbalance, create a bunch of strain and stress. But because you walked away from the energy, this energy, you walked away from it. The moment you walked away from it, though, I feel like they felt an immediate sense of like, because I want to say this almost feels like whatever they were doing, they had been doing it for a long time. So if there had been somebody that you had been closely connected to that had the capability of doing some bad juju, everything kind of paused or stopped, came to a screeching halt the moment you walked away. Okay? You dodged a bullet because if you had stayed connected to this person or situation, your life would have been upside down. Okay? It would have, and if you started off the journey and your life was upside down, you would have just go back to that energy. Remember, I'm not saying go back physically or emotionally, but just remember where you were at the time. So it's kind of like if you had stayed in the environment, stayed connected to these people or this person, you would have sunk in further into that dark place energy that you were in. Okay. That I feel was the goal. I think somebody is in regret because they see that everything that they were trying to do in terms of slowing you down or anything like that, none of it has worked. Because I do get the impression that somebody here was trying to slow you down. Yeah, this also feels too, if they were unable to, because I think I talked about it in the last reading. If you are coupled, I did see the energy of somebody trying to come in and disrupt. Could have been a masculine, could have been a feminine, it could have been them both working together. But I did get the impression that there was energy being thrown or work being done to try to disrupt a relationship, disrupt a harmonious relationship, right? Now, what I have here, it's similar in the energy because it kind of feels like they're upset that what they tried to project towards you didn't work. So they may potentially be coming after your relationship if you are in a relationship. There she is. Okay. Child, somebody, if you're in a relationship, child, somebody can see you or see the blossoming of your relationship. They're not very happy about it. Yeah. So here it feels like somebody got into their ego and decided, you know what? Because they're mad again. I've been talking about this for months now. You became enemy number one the moment you decided to walk away. You became enemy number one the moment you decided to walk away. I think just out of, and I'm just not, this isn't luck. I feel like this is your connection to the divine, but I feel like all the things that they have tried to do to kind of affect your sacral chakra or affect your root chakra, or if they were trying to affect your ability to move about and do good things for yourself, it feels like they're really upset that you've been able to. So if every time they try to throw a roadblock in front of you, you've been able to think outside of the box and continue to keep going. The burdens that they may have wanted to be on your shoulders, that's not actually happening. And people can see it. I've actually talked about this. People can see the difference between you and this other person. Like you actually did something that they never counted on. They did not anticipate it. They didn't plan for it. They didn't think, because I don't think they thought it would be possible. Everything that they've tried to do to stop you, to slow down your progress, number one, they can't do it anymore. They've done it repetitively, but you were able to escape. That's the word that I heard. You escaped. You walked away, right? But I feel like because this person was so upset that you walked away, they thought that they would just throw some challenges your way to slow you down, because how dare you? Who do you think you are? But again, like I said, they may have tried to obstruct your progress. They may have tried to slow you down. If you are an entrepreneur, they have done many things to either take opportunities from you, block them from you, block your progress, or slow you down. I do see that. I think what they're tripping off of is the fact that you are not afraid. Yeah, this is crazy. You're not afraid of the unknowns. Like, they're tripped out. They're tripped out by the fact that you have the ability to think outside of the box and take risks that most people probably wouldn't have the balls to do. And so I think what this person has been trying to do, again, I'm getting this energy. They wanted you to be focused on the past, your past hurts, your past wounds. They literally, if you are in a relationship, their goal has really been to break your relationship up. That has been also a part of the plan as well. Because I feel like you got somebody here who's watching you, and they're like not happy because they see that you're not dealing with a whole bunch of unnecessary stress. You have complete control over what's going on in your life. Like, people respect you. People look at you or view you as some kind of a leader. I want to say, by you choosing to move away from this, you avoid a whole lot of drama. A whole lot of drama. So good for you. Don't ever feel bad about walking away. Okay? Yes. Yes. Look at you. Look at you. Grounded. Independent. They tried to slow that down. They tried to slow that down. Here's the thing, too. Oh, God. Here's the funny thing. It almost feels like they wanted to slow you down. They wanted to kind of... It's funny because I'm like seeing it. Like, child, somebody here was really working to slow you down and to make you sad and make you unhappy, to slow down your progress, to dry up business. They didn't want you out here to, they didn't think you were capable of like defending yourself. Or thought you was out here with no protection. And I'm telling you, people can actually, you are in a public eye. People can see just how stable you are. They can see, if you got a bunch of different irons in the fire, they can actually see how well you're doing. They can see how well you're doing. So if at one point, say you were on the bottom half of the wheel, your finances were kind of crazy, you were a little bit all over the place energetically, what people are witnessing and what they can actually see, despite anything that anybody has said about you, what people can see is that, number one, you about your business. You're about your business. What they see is that people actually respect you for what it is that you do. What they see is your independence. You don't have a need for anything, not even them. And you're happy. You appear to be healed. This person, whoever this is, that was doing all this juju or whatever the hell, energy manipulation, they figured that if you didn't have their support, that you would feel some kind of way, like you would just wither away without their support. Child, look at you thriving. And what other people can see here, it looks like they're having a hard time with the acceptance of the fact that you're independent and you're doing fine by yourself. And also, I do get the energy that somebody here is getting negative karma for their collaboration in trying to bring you down. Part of said karma is the fact that you've kind of released this. You're not dealing with these people none. You're not thinking about these folks. You ain't worried about these folks. You aren't taking any chances by engaging in it. You're not looking back. You're not thinking about this. But somebody here is receiving judgment right now for coming after you. Oh, yeah. Well, just rest assured that this person, number one, you were dealing with somebody who was incredibly disloyal to you. And I feel like they may have done they took some action without really thinking in the past. And now they're unhappy with the results of what they're getting. They worked with a bunch of people. They did it in secret. But now they can't do it anymore. And now because their life is upside down, I do get the impression that somebody here may be watching you because they want to come in to apologize. But I feel like the only reason why they want to come towards you and apologize is because karma is whooping them upside the head. Like I said yesterday, like they just want to, they want to come in. They feel like if they apologize to you, that it would absolve them of whatever karma seems to be doing to them right now. This person feels like if I come in and apologize, if I just communicate and tell the truth, say what happens, it will change this dynamic. Now, what's going to happen is, Eight of Swords and Justice. Hangman, Death. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Ooh-wee. Okay. Let me go back. Let's see. I stopped here. They can't do it anymore. Somebody here was disloyal. They're lazy. Somebody here may not work. Somebody may have lost their job. Somebody is feeling incredibly unbalanced because of it. Again, somebody may want to come in and apologize. They potentially could be watching you, watching your social media. You may have somebody who's kind of like watching your life evolve, right? While their life kind of plummets. I'm telling you, God makes the call. Somebody didn't pick up. Womp womp. Yeah, I said somebody here didn't foreshadow or didn't see. This person doesn't really have intuition. They may have been trying to block your intuition. They may have done work to try to block your intuition. Somebody here may have to move. Somebody here may have to move, or they may be losing a home. Intuitively, you may already know that. Failure. This kind of looks like failure. Like somebody here is like, there's something that they've done. They can't defend themselves for the actions that they've taken. I consider that a failure. They were trying to prevent you from moving on permanently. I feel like somebody here, I think that was also part of the work. It's like, remember we've talked about this before. It's almost like they wanted to create these conditions to where you'd be getting these roadblocks and then it would, you know, make you kind of tumble down into the sunken abyss. And that potentially it would make you, I think their goal was to make you come back to them, thinking that you would seek them out in order to help you pick up the pieces. That didn't work. Child, you ain't thinking about these people. Somebody here can see, like I said, it's being illuminated. People can actually see you. They can see how well you're doing. They can see the progress that you've made. They see how bossed up you are, how responsible you've become. They can definitely see the contrast between what you're doing and what this other person is doing. This feels like somebody wanting to speak the truth. But it's connected to this. I'm kind of confused here because hold on. I don't know. Is this you? Definitely somebody's out of balance. This could be you speaking the truth. Remember, I said it a couple readings ago. I was like, I can't. That's the one thing I haven't been able to discern in my own readings. And when I'm watching I don't watch many readers, but even with a handful of readers that I do watch, I get this energy of somebody voicing or expressing some truth, but I can't tell if this truth is coming out from the collective or is this truth coming from another person. Now, I'm thinking back to the last spread that I just did before I did all of this. And I said I had this King of Swords who was kind of like looking, literally, he was like up, like kind of like on a mountaintop, but he overlooking the landscape, but he could see all the different angles. He could see you, he could see the other person, he can kind of see what they were doing, and he knew the truth about all of it. So I don't know if this is you talking about your experience with this situation or this is somebody else coming to tell you the truth about what this person has been doing. But this person did some foolish shit and now they can't, there's nothing that they can do to there's nothing they can do to defend themselves. And this literally could end them up in jail, whatever they've done. It could have something to do with money. I hadn't even gone down that road yet, but it has something to do with some type of significant financial wealth. And they were trying to block your vision or block your intuition. That's what this is. Somebody here has been trying to block your intuition from seeing this stuff or knowing about it. Somebody's experiencing bad luck. A shapeshifter is experiencing bad luck and a loss of abundance because the cycle has come to an end. I said it came to an end the moment you walked away. I also feel like if their abundance has been affected, I feel like somebody here may have been trying to unalive you maybe over the course of the last year. There's something significant here over the course of the last year. And somebody is really upset because what you seem to have achieved is you still maintained being grounded. Again, I said you thought outside of the box. It didn't matter what they were throwing at you. You were like, okay, let me go into my little toolbox of stuff and find another way to get this accomplished. Yeah, they didn't anticipate that. They wanted you to quit. They wanted you to be imbalanced and they wanted you to quit, but you're so grounded. Now, let's get to the good part. Here they wanted you to quit. There's a message here that you may not have received about, you don't know nothing about it. I don't think you know anything about this. There's a message that may have been meant for you about somebody's passing that you don't know anything about. Now, I also have, it's like somebody here is afraid to heal. That's being exposed. Their toxicity is showing. And I feel like the divine has been trying to guide this person, but they've been ignoring it and refuse to evolve or change. They don't want to have to do the work. They don't want to have to do the work. And so you have released them because there's been nothing but a cycle of lies that they've been trying to hide. And also the fact that in the separation or absence of this person or people, there has been no growth. And this person here, I feel like they may have also thought that there would be permanence. Like you would all either you always thought that they would be a permanent fixture in your life, or they thought that you would be a permanent fixture in their life. But what they're seeing is that's not it. They're trying to resist the breakdown of the relationship, but what they're seeing is that you're protected and they are not. They are not protected for what they've done. Yikes. Where are we time-wise? Oh. Yeah. See, they didn't they were trying to, the energy that I'm getting off of this, it's kind of like they wanted you to be in the sunken space. They wanted you in that sunken space. They wanted you to be depressed. They wanted you to feel like you didn't, having no hope for a better life. But you released it. You released those bad feelings. Yes, you turned to God. Look at that. And now they're stressed because they didn't expect that. They didn't expect that. You let it go. You're not living in that past energy anymore. You got grounded. Look at that. You got grounded. They wanted to keep you in the past energy. They wanted you to be stuck in these past memories. They wanted you to be depressed. They wanted you to be sad. They wanted you to be stagnant, but they wanted you to be attached to this energy from your past that you've already let go of. You're grounded. So by the time I feel like they actually got into the idea, I think maybe a little bit of time had passed, because I think they didn't know. I mean, I don't even think you might have known at the time when you walked away about the permanence. So they may have waited for a period of time expecting you to come back, thinking that collective will be back, right? But I feel like what they were attacking, or what they were trying to come after you with, to try to keep you in this low vibrational energy, you had already started doing the work to heal and ground yourself. That's the reason why none of it worked. Coming after somebody who is healed and grounded, child, that's foolish. What are you doing? You wasting your time. They did work with other people. They did work with other people to keep you stagnant. They wanted you stuck. The funny thing about this is that you're still happy. You're still happy. They haven't been able to affect that. Yeah, they've been trying to affect your work, your ability to make money. They've been trying to put an end to your work and your ability to make money. And they've been... I'm going to tell you what saved you. Self-love has saved you. Somebody here been spreading lies and just spreading lies, trying to make it. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting, it, because I said here, somebody here's been trying to put an end to your work. Whatever it is you do for work, they've been trying to put an end to that. They work with other people to try to put an end because evidently you're doing really well. You're very independent. I'd even go as far as say successful at whatever it is that you do. They've been coming at you full barrel with all guns in order to try to stop you from doing your work, to prevent you from doing work, or to prevent you from working. But here's the thing. You love what you do. You love what you do. And because you've healed, you're not in that low, dense energy. You're happy. You're independent. You're grounded. You were able to pivot around what they were trying to do because you were grounded and you had already started doing the work. Like you literally turned to God. These folks never saw that shit coming. They never saw it coming. Let's see, what's the T? Looking you up, researching, studying you, trying to get info so they can kiss your ass. Somebody here is clout hungry, will say anything to do anything, making shit up to be dramatic. Have an offer out here. An obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, and karmic. Somebody's trying to get photo proof, or somebody has photo proof for getting evidence. Somebody can see that you're a boss daddy or boss mommy. Like you're stable. You're a business owner, CEO, queen rising. Literally, if you're, like I said, if you're in a couple, if you're in a committed partnership, maybe both of y'all are doing big things. You're stepping into your power. You're on the come up. We like it. And meanwhile, we got somebody here that's clout hungry, that's fake flexing, acts like they rich, act like they got it going on. This obsessive lover may be reflecting over the fact that you've moved on. Somebody's in their head over analyzing, thinking. Whoever's clout hungry and fake flexing is they also have a bad reputation, and they've been trying to do something to affect a divine feminine's reputation as well. I feel like this person has been really stressing out and thinking about ways that they can like bring you down, really. Girl fight. Somebody here is trying to compete with you, and you're just ignoring it because they're played out. Same shit, different day. Somebody here's got love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, maybe nostalgic. Nostalgic probably over like whatever the connection was that you had before you walked away. Like they're thinking of fond memories of that time. But again, you might have been a whole different person at that time. So what they're reflecting on, it doesn't exist anymore. The love triangle, third party, multiple lovers or choices. Somebody moving, may need to move. Karmic friends, can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So you definitely got some people, bad karma at the bottom. Bad karma, grudge holder, dirty offer, talking shit, wants you back. All at the bottom of the deck. Somebody dealing with child services, kids at risk of being taken. Somebody's a drama starter with bad habits. Okay. People really don't have nothing better to do with their time. It's insane. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sag. Oop, take these two. What do you need to release? And it's time to release negativity. For sure. Let's grab some of these. Confession. Somebody may be releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. So I don't know. It could be, like, I'm thinking back to the last reading, it could be that King of Swords, but definitely you have somebody that might want to come towards you. They got something to tell you. Patience. Manifestations are on the way. Divine timing. Everything has a higher purpose. And remember, nothing happens on our timing, always in divine timing. All right, let's grab some index cards. Let's take some from this stack and some from this stack. Pisces may be of significance. We have a father out here. You could be a father, could be your father. The month of June may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancer. Somebody is digging into your past. Whatever love was left is now gone. Ain't that the truth? Somebody here may be experiencing anxiety. Spirit says release mental burdens for good. Somebody here could be dealing with alcoholism. Somebody lies on the kids to them or about them. Someone will protect your honor or is protecting your honor. Somebody may be facing homelessness or they wanted you to face homelessness. You have fake friends out here. Somebody says, I'm scared. Somebody's infertile, unable to birth ideas or children. Somebody's experiencing bad luck. They don't want you to prosper. The month of July may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo. Somebody's been trying to swap karma and destiny with you. Somebody says, I've always hated you because you are blessed. Somebody is using children. I hate that. Somebody's made some foolish mistakes. Somebody is healing and someone needs healing. Someone also needs a lawyer. There's some intense attraction or chemistry towards you. They created drama and now they're experiencing drama. Somebody doesn't know how to commit. Someone's in the public eye. You're being seen. These cards are sticking. Somebody says, I have more tricks up my sleeve. Somebody may also be experiencing karmic debt. Get one more. All of this was for financial gain. Because somebody was being left behind or feeling like they're left behind. Somebody sees things as they are but is refusing to let go. A Taurus or a Libra may be significant, and all is not what it seems. All right, let's get one Chinese 5 Elements Oracle. I'm just glad I was able to get through this reading without a whole bunch of interruptions. I like this. Metal Dog. Simplify your life. Card number 47. This card is a reminder to simplify one or more aspects of your life, whether it's your to-do list, your routines, or your ways of living. And most important, simplify your thought process. More isn't always better. You're so blessed with options, but they're also the very things slowing you down and preventing you from moving forward. You may view them as obstacles instead of choices when you can't really see the road ahead. It's time to clear those distractions from your heart and mind. Clarity likes simplicity. Instead of overthinking, use your intuition when weighing your options, as opportunities won't stay around for too long. Be discerning with what you feed your mind and how you spend your energy and time. Clear your schedules and focus on your priorities and necessities. Enjoy the beauty and ease in simplicity. I like it. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this resonate for you, gave you clarity or confirmation of your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get this in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. Again, if you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. And I always invite you to join me for a session, especially the live ones. Don't forget about the birthday live sessions now. We're still in Aries season. And then we'll be doing it for all of the rest of the zodiacs within your season. So if you're an Aries and you're interested in doing some work with me, hook up with me for a live session and let's get you on track for your annual solar return. All right. I love you guys. Until next time, thank you guys so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, tips, donations, super thanks, and all the new bookings from all the new clients. Thank you for all the new subscribers who have been joining the tribe. We do it big over here. One day I will go live. I actually follow, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Moon and Froggy. I absolutely love them. They are so awesome. So cute. But I noticed that she's been doing these, like Zoom parties with her little crew. And I was like, a Zoom party. I'm not real comfortable with going on live on, YouTube. Although, I mean, I haven't tried again. Because the last time I tried to do a live, I only had one person in there and I couldn't figure out how to get everybody else back in. It was really weird. Anyway, I do want to do something in celebration because I think we're really close to 17,000. And my birthday is on the 25th. So I was trying to hope to get up to like 20,000 by my birthday. I don't know if we're going to make it there. But we can give it a good try, right? Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Until next time, I love you. Take care.